Most women don't want men like me. We offer boring love. Boring love. Yeah, we can do the high-end restaurants. Of course I can take you out. We can do all of these things, but I want that boring love. Like, let's go walk by the river up in London.
These men have repackaged bare minimum to boring love. They have repackaged low effort to boring love. He's a podcast guy and he's talking and he's like, he can only offer boring love. But most women nowadays don't want boring love. Most women want a man to spend on them, take them to expensive dates, buy expensive gifts, go for vacation. What you just want to do is take walks, look at the sunset. Or if that be around the cliff for you also watch, and I'll be back.
Most women don't want men like me. We offer boring love. Boring love. Yeah, we can do the high-end restaurants. Of course I can take you out. We can do all of these things, but I want that boring love. Like, let's go walk by the river up in London at night. Let's just hold hands. Let's talk. Let's joke. Let's giggle. Let's be kids again. Come jump on my back. All that boring love. Most women don't want boring love like that, and that's the boring, cheap love I offer. They want to be taken out to all of these expensive places and bought all these expensive things. I need a woman that's happy with a little £2 ice cream on a summer's day and we just go for a walk in the middle of a park. My love is boring.
A lot of ladies in the comment section were like, I want a boring love. I want a boring love. Please locate me. I just want this kind of love. This kind of love. This is the exact kind of love that I'm looking for. And I'm like, am I lost here? Because this is not the kind of love I am looking for, a boring love. Are you looking for a boring love? Let me know down in the comment section. I have a reaction on this video. Let's go ahead and watch the stitches together and I'll share my thoughts at the end of the video.
Yeah, we can do the high-end restaurants. Of course I can take you out. We can do all of these things, but I want that boring love. Like,
I think it's important to recognize a rebranding in the making when you see it.
let's go walk by the river up in London at night. Let's just hold hands. Let's talk. Let's joke. Let's giggle. Let's be kids again. Come jump on my back. All that boring love. Most women don't want boring love like that, and that's the boring, cheap love I offer.
Low intent and minimal effort is now being rebranded as boring love. Make no mistake about it, this is another way of telling you you're asking for too much. But instead of telling you that, he's going to pose it as a challenge, as a dare.
I need a woman that's happy with a little £2 ice cream on a summer's day and we just go for a walk in the middle of a park.
It's another way of promising you that all the good treatment that you want from him is just behind this paywall of conditions that you have to meet, like accepting low effort. These men are not original. You are seldom going to get you're never going to get a new idea from them about why you should be happier serving them. But you are going to get a lot of rebranding. So watch out for these men.
My love is boring.
As if you couldn't have dinner at a 5-star restaurant and jump on his back on your way back to his Mercedes. As if you couldn't giggle and hold hands on your way back from a 5-star restaurant.
Most women don't want men like me. We offer boring love. Boring love. Yeah, we can do the high-end restaurants. Of course I can take you out. We can do all of these things, but I want that boring love. Like, let's go walk by the river up in London.
He goes on to say walks in the park are part of boring love. Going for an ice cream is boring love. Watching Netflix and chill is boring love. I want you to see this for what it is. It's the low effort special. It's the I want you at a discount special. It's the I don't want to spend a penny on you special. And then I'm going to call it boring love so that you feel shallow for wanting to go to a high-end restaurant or wanting gifts or wanting to be spoilt in any way. I'd like to see what car this man drives, because I bet you a $5 his car isn't boring. And look at those tattoos. They don't look cheap. I bet they weren't purchased at a boring price. And when he goes out with his friends, are they going for a walk? Are they chilling? Or are they going to the club, getting bottles of Grey Goose or whatever the kids are doing now? And the clothes he's wearing, are they at a boring price, do you reckon? Ladies, don't let men shame you out of wanting beautiful experiences, out of wanting to be treated like a lady, out of investing in you like they know they're supposed to. What he's advocating for is low effort, low budget, lazy love. And I'm not saying that going for a walk in the park and having an ice cream can't be an amazing day. But why are we choosing? Who says we can't do both? Who says that a high-end restaurant and going for a walk in Hyde Park can't coexist? What this man is doing is putting the feelers out so that girls will flock to him and say, I love boring love. Don't fall for it. Happily be an advocate for non-boring love. Don't be a slow learner.
I want that boring love. Like, let's go walk by the river up in London at night. Let's just hold hands. Let's talk. Let's joke. Let's giggle. Let's be kids again. Come jump on my back. All that boring love. Most women don't want boring love like that. And that's the boring, cheap love I offer. They want to be taken out to all of these expensive places and bought all these expensive things. I need a woman that's happy with a little £2 ice cream on a summer's day and we just go for a walk in the middle of a park. My love is boring.
These men are trying to romanticize being cheap and low effort, but what I need to know is, what is it with women associating a man not spending money on them with love? Like, when did that cultural shift happen? Because the thousands of women in that comment section swear that this is true love. And I don't understand why, because these men who y'all are going on the walk dates with and going 50-50 with will literally take the money they're not spending on you, look you dead in your face, take the half or however much they're not spending on you, just to go do the very thing they told you they didn't want to do with another woman. And I've seen this happen multiple times firsthand. Not only that, but there's literally subreddits full of women who found out that their boyfriends or husbands were spending their money, thousands of dollars, to impress another woman. Like, do y'all not remember that video of that woman who got on here crying, begging her husband to take her on a trip out of the country? And he kept saying, no, we don't need to do that. No, that's not necessary. And the moment they split, he took the next woman on the very same vacation she had been begging him to take her on. So this literally needs to be studied, because with this pattern happening over and over again, as a woman, what in your mind makes you think that a man who wants to take you out on a walk would love you more than a man who wants to take you to a decent or nice restaurant? Like, what in y'all's mind makes you think that a man who's trying to spend the least amount of money on you possible is more genuine than a guy who wants to take you to a nice restaurant? Genuine question. I need y'all to let me know, because it really saddens me to see that so many women, especially grown women, are still falling for the okie doke. And the gag is, he wants this boring, unconditional, cheap love from a 10 out of 10 Instagram baddie. Not y'all in the comments. No offense. I'm just keeping it a buck with y'all. He doesn't want y'all. The women he wants are too expensive. Do y'all not see how many of y'all were in the comments screaming that you want that boring love, and he's still sitting up on the internet complaining? Clearly, there's many of y'all to choose from, but he's not talking about y'all. And that's what makes this entire thing funny. There were so many of y'all screaming from the rooftops that you'll accept less, and so many of y'all to choose from, and yet they're constantly glossing over y'all because he's asking for unconditional love, cheap love from a certain type of woman. But the thing is, he wouldn't even look in her direction if he didn't find her attractive, because that's a condition. They want unconditional love from your end, but you have to look good. Their friends have to think you look good. You have to be a certain way, a certain age. And oh, you better not find out you have cancer, because statistically, they're quick to leave a woman after she's been diagnosed. And all of these things are conditions, y'all. Unconditional love does not exist. Say it with me. Unconditional love does not exist. They're just trying to scam y'all out of your labor and your pants. That's it, and that's all. Anytime a man starts talking about unconditional love, stop and ask yourself, would this man be talking to me if I was much heavier than I am right now? Would this man be talking to me if I didn't look the way I look right now? Because y'all, an elderly lady literally drowned in a pool a couple months ago with men all around her, passing her by as she was fighting for her life, and none of them paid her any mind. I promise y'all, if she was young and attractive and she was drowning, she wouldn't have gone unnoticed. So stop falling for the okie doke, y'all.
These men nowadays don't even want to try. You see him saying, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. As if you just want to, you literally just don't want to do anything that will cost money. I saw a comment on that video where somebody was like, this is not a bad love. This is like you know, getting to know the person mentally. You're connecting with the person mentally and emotionally. That is a kind of good connection. It's not every time you spend money on a date and all of that. It makes me remember when work dates was trending, where these men were like, they want to start taking women on work dates. At least that you can also connect mentally and emotionally. Abby? I feel like some women, though, they can settle for the boring love, right? But I feel like this is just low effort. This is when men don't want to do anything. They just want to be available physically. And most of the time, when it's time to pay the bills, they want to look at you and be like, do the needful, because obviously it didn't show you they have any money, they didn't take you to any, they didn't spend anything, right? So why would they be able to pay bills when it's time for them to pay the bills? And to be honest, I don't see any reason why you want to be with a man that is not going to pay your bills. What else are you looking for? Dates that are not expensive. You're going to spend money, but it's not expensive. You're not even spending money at all, like going for a walk. I love taking walks. Taking walks helps you mentally. But then going on a walk for your first date, yeah. Unless you already know the person, you already trust the person very well. And I feel like these men don't want to even put any effort at all. I feel like they are tired of dating. The way this guy is talking, right? He's already telling you who he is. Like, I am not going to spend on you. I don't have your time. I'm going to be boring. Okay, let us just be boring because there's no money. I'm not going, even though there's money, I'm not going to spend on you. I want that boring love. He's already telling you already. And I think the women that are in the comment section trying to say and get me a boring love, I want a boring love, I feel like they're just maybe for his looks. They're just carried away for his looks. They think they understand what this man is saying. What is your take on this boring love situation? Would you go for a boring love or not? Do you think boring love is being repackaged as, do you think bare minimum or low effort is being repackaged as boring love? Kindly share your thought down in the comment section respectfully. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's your girl Mariah Davis, and don't forget to like and share, and please subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video.